Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Did Robyn Brown express her sadness at Garrison's funeral? Robyn Brown, star of Sister Wives, has been involved in numerous scandals over the years. Many fans are angry at her for acting like a victim after the three other spouses left, but many also hold her responsible for the Brown family's demise. The family has been going through a very trying time since Garrison's untimely death. However, a lot of people are unhappy with Robyn's handling of her sadness at Garrison's funeral. To see the discussion, continue reading. Is Robyn Brown separating her children from the rest of the family in Sister Wives? Cody's suspicious conduct of isolating himself from his older children may have been triggered by Robyn's well-known practice of separating her children from the rest of the family. Michael T had already brought it up in one of her live streams. The way she and Cody behaved during the family's reunion in Wyoming to lay Garrison's ashes also infuriated a lot of fans. Some claim that Robyn and Cody treated their road trip as if it were a vacation, with Cody talking about himself all the time. However, a few of people are criticizing Robyn for doing far worse when they were burying Garrison. Did Robyn express her sadness at Garrison's funeral? On social media, a few Sister Wives fans talked about Robyn Brown's actions during Garrison's funeral. The billboard claims that everyone was crying as they placed their unique memento on Garrison's grave. However, Robyn grabbed a handful of soil and tossed it onto the grave before leaving as if nothing had occurred. The OP believed that Robyn was acting out her anguish because of her performance. Additionally, according to the poster, Robyn didn't say a single thing that was sincere. Others concurred and took issue with Robyn's frequent use of the term hole to describe Garrison's grave. I found it incredibly bothersome because she kept calling the grave a hole. Digging the hole meant a lot to Cody. Please show some respect for what it is. She lacks style. She questioned Aurora, "How are you feeling after being dunked?" in a similar manner. "I was crying like a baby while telling my kid that this is the only episode in which Robyn didn't cry. Most likely didn't want to get into contact with the dirt. She might damage her nails." Sister Wives, Robyn Brown's divisive remark following his knowledge of Garrison's death. Robyn had already raised some eyebrows during the family's grieving process over Garrison's death. The Sister Wives star disclosed how she found out about Garrison's untimely demise in the previous episode. When Cody told her what had transpired, she disclosed that she was working. However, Robyn Brown was called out by several admirers on social media, who wanted to know what she was working on. Robyn's lack of employment is well known, particularly since she shut down her jewelry company. Robyn, however, is also among the most costly of the other wives, amassing hundreds of American Girl dolls. I believed she might have been working on expanding her collection of dolls. The nanny does the same thing. She wasn't carrying out the order for which Mary has been harassed. I might have yelled, "Doing what?" at the television. Michael T. Brown explains her absence from Garrison's funeral. Michael T. Brown Paedon, star of Sister Wives, was conspicuously missing from Garrison Brown's funeral, but where was she? Why would she miss something so significant when she is so full of love and admiration for her deceased brother? For further information, continue reading. Michael T. Brown was absent from the funeral for Garrison. The events of Garrison Brown's first service have been the subject of numerous rumors. For his outstanding services, the Sister Wives family came together to commemorate him in a military service. Unfortunately, a falling out with Michael T. Brown Paedon resulted from something going wrong with Cody and Robyn Brown. Despite her mother, Christine Brown Woolley, quitting the marriage, she had always maintained a close relationship with Cody and Robyn. Although Michael T. received criticism for not severing her relationship with her father over misbehavior, everyone praised her for being extremely impartial. Unfortunately, she did not attend her brother's funeral. This was intriguing since it was the day that Logan and Leon Brown returned to reality TV. Instead of being blurred out, they were highlighted. Leon even spoke with Maddie Brown Brush on camera about the kids that Cody and Robyn have. Michael T. was absent, though, and fans have questioned why. This is what one viewer wrote. "I went to the service twice. Michael T. was where? Tony? Even Gwen and B were present. Mykelti was where? Given how close she is to her family and the majority of her siblings, this is a really good question. Furthermore, she really enjoys being on camera, but this time she avoided it. This is what another Sister Wives fan said. I'm so perplexed because I didn't see Tony or Mykelti either. Since she frequently appears on the show, I thought it odd that she would object to being recorded for this and that she would miss it. Very perplexing. In the end, it came down to Meri Brown and money. Although she and her father's previous first wife have a tense relationship, she was also preparing to move. The truth about Sister Wives emerges. Mykelti Brown Paedon provided an explanation for her absence on her Patreon. A Sister Wives fan and spectator claims that Mykelti had two contradictory accounts. She once advised saving money for the relocation to North Carolina, and more recently, she did so because she didn't want her tense relationship with Meri to be highlighted on TLC. She has a history of conflict with Meri Brown. According to some of her siblings, Meri was violent. Additionally, they were co-workers at an MLM, and Mykelti's disparaging remarks about Meri might have cost her a job. She did move to North Carolina with her family, though. Therefore, it's possible that the cost of flying 5 people was greater than she could afford. What were the supporters' thoughts on this, then? It's really wealthy. Despite their tense relationship, she and Meri attended Gwen's engagement celebration. Paedon attended the funeral, but he made no remarks on his relationship with Meri. Gwen, who has a tense relationship with Paedon, showed up. I suppose that losing a sibling wasn't important enough for her to set aside her disagreements in order to celebrate his life. There is a lot of main character syndrome. Her weak justification for skipping this important occasion did not sit well with many. She truly couldn't make it, and hopefully there's more to it. Leon Brown from Sister Wives appears sparingly for Garrison. Viewers of Sister Wives are aware that Leon Brown rarely appears on their father's show. However, they recently paid their respects by showing up when the family came together for the funeral of their late brother Garrison. Since his passing, Leon has also made a few occasional public statements honoring their brother. Recently, the Brown family came together for Garrison's funeral on Sister Wives. Leon is Cody Brown's third kid and Meri Brown's only biological child. The pronouns they and them are also used by Leon, who came out as transgender on Instagram in 2022. Over the years, Sister Wives fans have come to know Leon as being a little reserved. They also don't appear on the show too often. When the Brown family gathered for their brother Garrison Brown's burial on May 18, 2025, Leon made a rare appearance on the show. Tragically, Garrison passed away on March 5, 2024, at the age of 25. It was then reported that he killed himself. Maddie Brown Brush, their sister and the daughter of Janelle and Cody Brown, was seen with Leon. So with Cody, it's like I'm angry at the way things happened, Brush said during their session, referring to her rocky relationship with her father. Throughout their sisters section, Leon appeared to be paying close attention. However, I am in charge of how I react and how I react back, Brush continued. And it's still up in the air how I approach it. Another family member appeared to laugh at Brush's comments, but Leon remained silent. Brush went on, I'm sad for him and I'm really sad for Robyn's kids. I have nothing against you, I would say to any of them if I spoke. Additionally, I'm sorry if I've ever hurt you. Leon has also said a couple things about Garrison on social media. Following Robyn's discussion of her children, Leon added, I would love to have a conversation with them. Besides that, I'm at a loss for words, Brush continued. Like, I apologize if I've ever caused you any harm. At the time of his passing, Leon shared a photo of them on Instagram with their brother. As the caption, they put, to the stars, Bowen, to the stars. This excerpt was taken from Dragonheart, one of Garrison's favorite films. On the anniversary of Garrison's death, Leon also shared a photo of themselves with their brother on social media, according to Today. Another description for this picture said, I miss you more every day, it doesn't get easier, it just gets longer. Leon's mother Meri is well known for upholding their right to privacy by rarely updating their fans on their whereabouts. In one of her rare interviews, Meri provided people with an update on Leon in December 2024. They have chosen not to be overly public, Mary said while introducing this at the time. As a result, I don't talk about them much. But we talk a lot, Mary continued. They're doing all right. In TLC's Sister Wives, viewers have watched the Brown family rise, fall, fracture, and attempt to find healing. The most recent season has been one of the most devastating in the show's history, not because of interpersonal drama alone, but due to the tragic passing of Janelle and Cody Brown's son, Garrison Brown. As the family gathered to honor Garrison's memory, emotions ran high, not only within the family, but among the audience watching from afar. One of the most talked about moments from the recent episodes was Robyn Brown's behavior during the burial of Garrison's ashes. Many fans were left disturbed, not just by what was shown, but by what they perceived to be a performance of grief by Robyn, rather than a display of sincere sorrow. This essay explores the controversy, contextualizes the reactions, and reflects on what this situation reveals about reality TV, public mourning, and family dynamics. Part 1, Robyn Brown, the most controversial sister wife. Robyn Brown joined the Brown family last, but she has long been the most divisive member. When she married Cody in 2010, many fans were charmed by her quiet demeanor and emotional openness. But as the seasons progressed, Robyn became the central figure in many of the family's problems, from housing disputes to emotional estrangements. Her perceived favoritism by Cody has only added fuel to the fire. Many viewers believe that Robyn and her children have been treated with more tenderness and priority than the other wives and their children. This sentiment became even more pronounced in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic, where strict rules imposed by Robyn and Cody led to significant conflict with the other family members, especially Janelle and Christine. In recent seasons, Robyn has also been labeled by fans as overly dramatic or disingenuous in her emotional displays. Whether it's her teary confessions or her defensiveness in interviews, Robyn's tears have often been questioned. Unfortunately, these accusations followed her into what should have been the most sacred, raw, and unified moment for the family, Garrison's burial. Part 2, the burial scene that sparked outrage. During the episode showing the family's trip to Wyoming to bury Garrison's ashes, fans were already tense. This was one of the most emotionally charged moments in the series' history. The family, fractured by years of conflict, was finally together again, but under the worst possible circumstances. While many viewers were heartbroken watching the family place meaningful tokens at Garrison's grave, emotions turned to anger when Robyn's turn came. According to viewers, she casually grabbed a handful of dirt, tossed it into the grave, and walked away with a detached expression. She referred to the grave repeatedly as the hole, which rubbed many fans the wrong way. To many, her tone and behavior suggested emotional distance, not mourning. The way she kept referring to the grave as the hole really bothered me. It meant a lot for Cody to dig the hole. Put some respect on what it is, please. She didn't cry once in the whole episode. Meanwhile, I was sobbing just watching. Probably didn't want to have to touch the dirt. Might mess up her nails. These are just a few of the reactions that flooded social media in the aftermath of the episode. Robyn's actions, which may have been unintentional or reflective of a different grieving process, were interpreted by many as performative, disingenuous, or simply cold. Part 3, was Robyn's grief performed? To accuse someone of performing grief is a serious allegation. It suggests that their expression of sadness is insincere or calculated. In Robyn's case, many viewers felt that she was more focused on appearing emotional rather than actually feeling the weight of Garrison's loss. This perception wasn't formed in a vacuum. Robyn's history of emotional displays on the show has long been debated. She frequently cries in confessionals, often shifting blame or centering herself in conflicts involving the other wives. When viewers didn't see those same tears during the burial, when they arguably mattered most, it came across as hollow. Additionally, there's the matter of Robyn's relationship with Garrison. It's been publicly known that many of Cody's older children, including Garrison, had tense relationships with both Cody and Robyn in recent years. Garrison openly criticized Cody's COVID-19 rules and the distance that was growing between them. The fact that Robyn hadn't been close to Garrison made her emotional distance even more noticeable, and to some, it made her grief appear performative rather than personal. Part 4, The Working Comment and Fan Backlash. As if the burial scene wasn't controversial enough, another moment left fans fuming: Robyn's description of how she learned of Garrison's death. She stated that she was working when Cody told her about the tragedy. Viewers immediately seized on this comment. Robyn has long been criticized for not having a job or career outside the home.